calling us to experience him in a deeper way. That was his desire for this woman, and that's his desire for all of us. This new year gives us the opportunity to listen to what God is speaking. And maybe you've grown cold to the things of God. This can be a new beginning for you to get things on track with God. This might be the very first time that you hear the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And this is your chance to listen to what he might be saying to you, just like he did to this woman at the well. So the first thing that we have to have a heart toward God, is a listening heart. The second thing is a prioritized heart. Verse 16. Jesus said to her, "Go, call your husband and come here." The woman answered, "I have no husband." Jesus said to her, "You are right in saying I have no husband, for you have had 5 husbands, and the one you now have is not your husband. What you have said is true." Jesus identifies a reality in this woman's life that has kept her from truly connecting with God. In this specific situation, he points out her attempts to find satisfaction within romantic relationships. Many failed attempts at it. The priorities of her heart were all off. She was placing a human relationship as so much more important than a relationship with God. The reality is, when we do that, we end up discontent. We lose out not only on the blessings of God, but also a genuine connection with our Creator. Jesus wants us to prioritize him. This is why he says in Matthew 6:33, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." It's putting God first that makes everything else in our lives go in the right direction. It's certainly not perfect, but it's way better than when we are in the driver's seat directing our lives without God's help. This woman is an example of what we often do. We start to put everything else before God, and sometimes sin is the result. We make decisions based on our feelings rather than commitment to God. It can result in a pattern of bad decisions that often leads to brokenness in our lives, and that can become a reinforcing wheel of brokenness time after time after time. So, as you look back on last year, how were your priorities? Were they on God? Were they focused on what was most important in life? Jesus